Hey guys, it's your girl. I'm back, Hope Love, and I can't wait to get into this video. By the way, viewer discretion is advised because there are a bit of sexual themes that pop up every once in a while. Plus, there is some cursing, of course. If you've been through this already so far. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. I hope you enjoy this, and don't forget to use a secret code I gave out on the last Hope Love show to make your suggestions down below. Thank you, and let's get into it. The first step, chapter 29. Oh, finally. It's getting forever. Wednesdays meant potions, which was a class Harry and Jake had with Draco. They were on better terms, of course, but Draco and Harry had been avoiding each other after what happened at the last party. It was simply too awkward not to mention. Harry was slightly upset over Draco's rejection. He's still brewing a potion called... Does anyone know what it is called? Slughorn asked. He was standing in front looking around at everyone. Harry often felt like he was a glass jar around him, in some sort of attraction. Sorry guys, Hermione was quick to raise her hand, and Slughorn happily called on her. It's a potion made from the Algost plant, sir. It's called Uncontrollable Laughter. Correct, Miss Granger. 10 points for Gryffindor. Now, does anyone know the ingredients? When no one actually raised their hands, Slughorn moved towards the board to write up the ingredients and the directions, and soon everyone was set to work. Harry and Draco were set to work as they normally did, working in harmony and complete silence. Harry still felt awkward tension, but it wasn't strong while they were working. Can you get the hastily from the pantry? We need more. I have in my potion kit, Draco asked. Sure, Harry said, quickly hurrying off. Man, what are these words? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce this. When he entered the room, he quickly realized he probably should have asked what they looked like. His eyes traveled over many jars and glass containers, and then decided he should start looking on the left side first. Draco was stirring the potion back at the table, and he had been for some time before deciding to go and check on what held Harry up. He looked the potion over to make sure it was okay to leave, and then headed over to the storeroom. What are you doing? Draco asked as he walked to find Harry shuffling around jars in the bottom shelf. Ugh, Draco said. Sudden appearance startled Harry and he groaned when he hit his head on the shelf. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm looking for leaves. Harry rubbed the back of his head as Draco rolled his eyes. They're over here, Draco said, as he reached for the small box on the right side. Oh, Harry said. And then suddenly he had an idea. He quickly stepped in front of the door and successfully trapping Draco in the room. Oh no, what are you gonna do? Confront him about something? Oh, this is gonna be bad. I can already tell. It's gonna be good, but it's gonna be bad. Ugh, what are you doing? Draco asked wearily, glancing at the door. Well, behind Harry. I want to ask you something, and you've been avoiding me. Draco didn't reply, only stared hard at the door. Last Friday, I know you remember it, or you wouldn't be acting like this. Did you mean anything by it?" "No," Draco said by the answer. But the answer was just too tad quick. Draco, Draco? No, I didn't mean anything. No, I didn't mean anything. Now if we could just get back to our work. Draco, I'm not asking for much here. I just want you to be honest at least," Harry said. Draco finally turned to look at him. Harry could see the fear lurking in his eyes, but he pressed on. "I like you. A lot. I don't want to pressure you. And if you really don't want to, I'll back off. But I wanted to ask you out on a date." Draco sucked his breath. Yes, finally. Sucked his breath, and stared intently at Harry. "It doesn't need to be some grand thing. We don't have to tell anyone, but I'd like to go on an actual date with you." "You want to go on a date with me?" Draco finally says, eyes drifting down at the puck's mouth. Was that not clear? Harry gave a little laugh. I want to, if you let me. I can't, my father doesn't need to know. We can keep it a secret, and we can always blame it on the punishment if we're caught," Harry said. A bit of mischievous looks came about his features. Draco felt himself start to crumble at Harry as he saw the look on Harry's face. He really loved him, and the way he looked was beyond cute. I'm sorry. If his father didn't know, why shouldn't he enjoy himself a little bit? "All right," Draco said, as blush danced around his cheeks. "Really?" Harry said. The way his eyes lit up made Draco melt. "Yeah, I would like to, as long as my father doesn't know. My lips are sealed," Harry said, miming zipping his lips shut. Draco figured out it was a Muggle thing. It was a Muggle thing, and as the gesture made no sense, but it flooded him with senses of happiness at how happy Harry looked. We should get back over to the potion before it boils." "Oh shit, I forgot about that," Harry said quickly. Jumping away, the door was tugged open. Draco shook his head, following Git. Okay, well, anyway, that's the end of this one. I think I'm actually going to read the first date, chapter 30, on here too. If I don't make it all the way through, sorry for that, but here we are. The next 2 days seemed like they'd never pass in Harry's opinion, but soon it was Halloween, and Draco agreed to go out with him to Hogsmeade for their first date. Ooh, I'm sorry, I had to. Draco had snuck off into Blazey's dorm room earlier because he was so nervous over the date that he didn't want Harry to see Harry yet. Draco stared at his reflection in the mirror in Blazey's bathroom. He was dressed up in dark pants that hugged his hips and was rolled over. Oh my god, so much rolled over at the bottom. He also had a pair of black shoes and a plain light blue long sleeve shirt he had gotten over the summer. He let out a sigh. He tucked in his hair. That he didn't almost look it back anymore, and recently let it hang loose because on his hair. Well, he'd like it better if I styled it, Draco asked as he ran his hair through his slightly damp standards. Oh God, Strands, I'm sorry. Oh goodness. Strands. Pansy came up to the bathroom a few minutes later, sitting, smirking on Lacey's bed. Draco hadn't told them he had a date, but Pansy had noticed something was up regardless. I think Harry would like your hairstyled messy. I don't, wait, what? I'm not worried about that. Your face says it all, Pansy said, finally moving out of the doorway and walking up next to Draco. Here, let me help. Pansy picked up a small container of hairstyling potion. You need to style it, but don't slick it back. You're not your dad. You need your own style. Draco slightly blushed. He knew it was a bit true. He really did need his own style. Make it messy. Don't ruin my hair like Prada's. Pansy rolled her eyes. I'm not going to ruin your hair. Pansy stuck her fingers in the potion, rubbed her hands together, bringing them up to his hair and messing it up. I'm going to look like I just rolled out of bed, Draco complained. Nah, this is how people are wearing it nowadays, Lacey chimed in as he walked into the bathroom too. Yeah, Pansy said, finishing. You look hot now. I'd date you if I wasn't flaming gay. Pansy gave him her most winning smile and patted him on the shoulder. Thanks, Draco mumbled. So, you're not going to address the elephant in the room? Lacey finally chimed in. How on earth did you score a date with Potter? I don't have a date with him. I just decided to dress nicely. Is that so wrong? Neither of us believe that, Draco, Pansy laughed. Draco sighed, leaning on the bathroom sink. He asked me out. Wait, he asked you out? Pansy said, clapping her hands together in excitement. Is that really a shock? Is that really a shock? Lacey said as he laughed. He was so deep in the closet. I thought he'd never make it out. Draco sent him a glare, but continued. He kissed me about 2 weeks ago, cornered me in potion. Kissed me about 2 weeks ago and then cornered me in potions the other day and asked me out. Wait, slowly. I'm sorry. There's like an ad that I accidentally pressed. Wait, slow down. He kissed you? Oh my goodness. I am so happy for you, Draco, Pansy said, throwing her arms around him and hugging him. Draco allowed himself to smile a bit. He was extremely happy after all. Harry woke up on Halloween and he rushed down to eat. Hermione and Ron shared looks as Harry practically inhaled his food and muttered a quick goodbye as he ran out of the dining hall. He returned to his room, pulled out a nice pair of deep blue jeans and a white shirt. He pulled on a zip-up hoodie. Okay, guys, this is a little note from the author. Okay, guys, I need you to imagine, I need help. There is a term for hoodie and zip-up that is used in Britain or is it called a zip-up hoodie? Anyone know? Okay, it was a small little one. You don't really need to hear it, but you heard it over the shirt. They were planning to meet at 10:30, and it was already 10. Harry looked at himself over in the mirror again, and he decided it couldn't hurt to brush his teeth again. 20 minutes of pacing nervously around his room, Harry was putting on his shoes and rushing down to the entrance of Hogwarts where they planned to meet. Harry was about to say, hey, when he took in Draco, and his breath caught his throat. He was absolutely stunning. I'm sorry. Draco's hair was just perfectly messed up, and it seemed to glow in that light that streamed through the open doors. Harry was reminded all over again why he was in love with him. "Hey," Draco said. Light pink made its way across his cheeks. Sorry, I paused for a minute. I'm back. Across his cheeks. I'm sorry, cheeks. And Harry thought it was adorable. He figured Draco would not be happy to be called adorable. "Hey," Harry said, coming out of his stupor. "You ready?" Draco said, and a very small, shy smile spread across his features, and Harry remember how to breathe. "Yeah," Harry all but whispered and followed him out through the door. "What's wrong?" Draco asked. Feeling slightly self-conscious. Harry had been particularly staring at him since he left. "Nothing. Why? Why are you staring at me? Why are you staring?" Harry turned red, realizing he had been so obvious about it. It's just, you're really looking good," Harry said, turning his head from Draco. It was Draco's turn to blush and turn away. "I'm not." "You are," Harry said, suddenly seeming to get so defensive and made Draco jump. You are. You really are. Don't tell yourself any otherwise." Draco sent him a small smile and thanks in return, and Harry's heart swelled. Harry quickly looked around and they grabbed Draco's hand, giving it a slight squeeze. "Don't worry, no one's around." Draco smiled down at the locked hands. When they reached the outskirts of Hogwarts, Harry let go of Draco's hands unwillingly, as they both felt a little disappointed. "So, what are the plans for the day?" Draco asked Harry. They walked down the streets a little too close to just be friends. "Well, you see, if you take me to Madame Pomfrey's, if you take me to Madame Puddifoot's, I won't hesitate to kill you in your sleep," Draco said, as he caught sight of the horrid thought. Harry laughed at that, and then laughed even harder when he caught sight of Draco's completely disgusted face. "Don't worry, we're not going there. I hate it too." He got around his laughter, and Draco felt relieved. They ended up going to the Three Broomsticks, which was a great relief to Draco. They grabbed a booth in the back and slightly hidden, and a waitress showed up to seat quickly after they sat down. "What can I get for you?" she said. "2 butterbeers," Harry said, and the witch hurried off. "Did you really think I would take you to Madame Puddifoot's?" "Well, I was hoping not, but I wasn't sure. I won't put it past you. Oh, trust me, I hate that place as much as you. It's horrid there. I have more senses than to take you there. When I finally get you to agree to go on a date with me." Harry laughed and Draco smiled. He liked it when he laughed. "Thank Merlin, I definitely have left you if you did that." "Oh, that would have been horrible. Thank God I didn't waste my chance. I didn't waste my one chance at getting you on a date on that place." Draco smiled shy smile over at him. Harry broke out in a smile. "They're extremely persistent, though. I'll give you that. Trapped me in potions and everything." "Hey, no, not my fault. You had been avoiding me. Last I checked, it was," Draco smirked. "You were the one who kissed me, if I remember correctly." "I'm pretty sure you're the one who kissed me," Harry said, leaning in and vowed, and you enjoyed it. I don't remember don't remember such thing, Draco replied. Harry smiled over at him. What? Draco asked after a moment. If I could kiss you right now. I'd kiss you right now, Harry said, reaching a hand under the table and brushing his fingers across Draco's. Draco turned red as, okay, wow, and looked down. Okay, how long have I been doing this? Turned down and, I'm sorry, and looked down at the table, and Harry was about to continue, but the waitress showed up with the drinks, and they quickly retracted his hand. The rest of the day passed pretty uneventfully. They got lunch, and Harry paid for both of them. They walked around Hogsmeade for a while. One day, I think I'd like to be a teacher here at Hogwarts, Draco said, looking around as they walked the streets. I'd get to visit Hogsmeade every weekend and teach kids potions. I don't suppose they'd hire a Death Eater, though. Ex-Death Eater, Harry corrected. We've been over this. Plus, Hogwarts would be honored to have you here teaching. You think? Draco said. I know, Harry said. I'd like to become a healer. Everyone thinks I should be an Auror, though. You really should be an Auror, though. Okay, well, whatever. I can see. Did he actually become an Auror? I think we already went over it. He did. I can see you as a healer. You'd be good at it. Yeah. I think it'd be a lot more enjoyable than being an Auror. I've had enough running from after bad wizards for a lifetime, I think. Harry let out a dry laugh. I can see you as a healer. More than I can see you as an Auror, Draco said thoughtfully. Harry sent him a smile. Thanks. Harry guided Draco down some back roads. Then they had been aimlessly making their way through the streets and ended up down some alley when Draco had an idea. You know, Draco stared. There's no one around. You said you wanted to kiss me earlier. Draco didn't even have to finish his sentence before Harry was pushing him up against the wall. Draco groaned as Harry pushed him slightly. The kiss was heating up so fast Draco found himself not minding it at all. Harry could feel Draco smiling against his lips, and he couldn't help but smile back. What? Harry asked, smiling a crooked smile again. Nothing. You're just really cute. I'm cute? You are. I'm not cute, Draco said. The cutest, Harry said, and Draco couldn't retort. He captured his lips again in a light kiss. Harry tilted his head and just slightly, and Draco's head spun. Harry's hands were on Draco's hair, and Draco was asking himself why he waited so long to try this. When Harry finally pulled away, they both looked a little bit disheveled and red. I don't know, something red. Their lips were swollen, and Draco let out a laugh. Your hair can get worse. It's messy right now. Your hair can really get worse? It's messy right now, Draco said. So is yours, Harry. So is yours, you know. Harry laughed when Draco's light expression turned to horror as he tried to fix it. When they both made it back to the castle, just enough time to wash up and change before dinner. There you are, Hermione said August when Harry plopped down across the table from Ron and Hermione. Where were you all day? I was just at Hogsmeade. You were gone all day. I just at Hogsmeade, Harry said casually. He barely cared about Hermione's concern in the moment, though he was too busy feeling like he was floating. Floating. It had been one of the best days in his life I could have remembered enjoying a date like that before. The conversation eventually shifted from Harry, though, and quickly turned to the food and litter, the table, and decorations never failed to impress. You ever wonder if one of the bats ever attacked a student? Hermione wondered aloud. I need to take a drink of water. I'm sorry. I'm just wondered aloud. My voice is super dry. Wondered aloud. Oh, wow. We're really close. So just hang on. Ever attacked a student? Hermione wondered aloud as she took a bite of her dinner. I mean, letting live bats just fly around the Great Hall can't be very safe, can it? Who cares, Ron said as he took a big bite out of his chicken. Just enjoy it, Hermione. Hermione sent him a disgusted look. Don't talk with your mouth full. It's disgusting. Harry laughed and as they bickered over Ron's eating habits, and Ginny turned toward him. Did you go to Hogsmeade with Malfoy? Ooh! Harry turned to look at her and lowered his voice as she had done. Yeah. He finally agreed to go on a date with me. Oh, that's amazing. Not the way she said it, but that's amazing, Ginny whispered, yelled back, and slapped Harry on the back. Yeah, he's just worried about his dad finding out there. Oh, yeah, I can't blame him, Ginny murmured, and both of them turning over to look, Lacey and Pansy were teasing Jacob. Again, he seems happy. Yeah, Harry said. Okay, so that's it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! This is Hope Love, signing off.